Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Evermore Soul and today we have a pick a card reading. So today's pick a card readings is going to be a little different. We're going to be focusing on comforting message from your angels, the angels that are currently watching you right now, the angels that you can use to work with your energy. We are going to be focused on them. This is really a reading for if you are either struggling in life or you're going through hard times and you really just need to hear a message of comfort, compassion, and love. So with that being said, I have 3 piles for you today. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And I will let you go ahead and just sit with these piles for a while. So those of you who chose pile number 1 or I believe it's the labradorite stone we got sitting here. This is going to be your reading. I'm just going to flip over all the cards and we'll just go through them together. So for the angel we have Ambrielle, patron of psychics and students. Clarity, psychic protection, inspire curiosity, intellectual communication, the aha moment. And it says, I clear mental fog and doubt and bring psychic insight to your awareness for spiritual and scholastic benefit. We have nurture. We have boundaries. We have alternative. This candle may need to be moved out the way. There we go. We have baby steps. Baby step says action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. We have I remember. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. And for our tarot cards, we have the Ace of Swords, Three of Wands, and the Tower. Okay. Oh, I hate the way this is organized, but stay with me, stay with me. I feel like for this group, especially with the Tower, there was a moment in your life that was extremely unexpected. I'm hearing this could be unexpected family member that passed. I hope I'm not triggering anyone when I say this, a possible miscarriage. For some people, you may have lost your job recently. It could be something else, but those are the main 3 that just came through. And all of those are extremely hard to deal with. All of those are extremely life-changing things. With this specifically, the Three of Wands and the Ace of Swords, you're about to be moving past this grief. You are about to be, finally, I'm hearing there are brighter days ahead. I'm hearing Luther by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. You know how they sing there are better days headed for sure. With this group specifically, I feel like the grief has clouded your mind and there's been a lot of mental fog. With the Ace of Swords right here, you're going to be coming into mental clarity. I'm also hearing that for some of you, this loss, whether that be of a person, child, or a job, it shifted your perspective on life. I'm hearing a lot of you realize how short life is how quickly things can change. The only thing that we have that's guaranteed in life is that one day our life will end. And I'm not saying that to scare you or to, sound pessimistic or anything. It's just a simple fact. We all will experience death just as we all experience birth. And I feel like your loss really put things in perspective of the truth of life. This, I remember, it talks about your fate life versus your destiny life. Your destiny life is what you chose to do before you came down here. And for a lot of you, you're moving to your destiny life. You're moving to what your purpose is. This was a huge wake-up call. And I'm hearing if it was a loss of a person, you basically understood that life is too short to spend it on any time or anything that doesn't bring you joy, that doesn't bring you happiness, that doesn't fill your life with purpose. I feel like a lot of you were moving through life without purpose, without plans. And I'm not saying you have to plan every single step of your life. I'll be completely honest, I'm more of a go with the flow kind of person. I've always been that way. But I do make plans and goals. Something that may benefit this group, and this isn't sponsored, is something called the Artist of Life Workbook by Lavender. I will leave a link to that in the description down below. It basically allows you to plan, it allows you to reflect on the previous year and plan your next year with control and purpose. It really it gets rid of all of the, what's the word I'm looking for? Templates and everything for you. Everything is already set. So all you have to do is explore your mind and write. I feel like that would be very beneficial for this group. Baby steps. You don't have to dive all the way in 100% on this new purpose that you have found that you want to pursue. You can take your time with something like this. You can take small steps to work towards your life purpose, towards your destiny. It doesn't have to be this grand leap of faith every single time. The angel Ambriel is really blessing you with clarity at this time. Alternative, you guys are finding that there is an alternative way of living, an alternative way of living life. You don't have to be stuck, I'm hearing, at your dead-end job. You don't have to be stuck, ooh, this is even coming through, in your toxic relationship. You know? It's all about forward momentum. And forward momentum can be a baby step. It doesn't have to be the leap of faith. Especially if you're watching this when it's recently released. Especially with the new year coming up. This is a timeless reading, but I'm just going to bring this up since I will be posting this in December of 2024. With the new year coming up, it doesn't have to be this radical change for it to be important, is what they're saying. They want you to focus on nurturing your mental health and your body and taking care of yourself better. Especially for those of you that were in grief. When you're grieving, it can be very easy to let everything go by the wayside. But they're getting ready for you to explore your passion, your desire, your destiny. And when you're doing that, they will like for you to also take better care of yourself, nurture yourself. They know times were hard, but you still need to nurture yourself. You still need to care about yourself. At the end of the day, you're your main support system, you know? People can take care of you, yes, but they really are emphasizing taking care and nurturing yourself. That nurture card is really standing out to me. I think I want to read from the book, if I can find it. I have no idea where I put it. There we go. Okay. Nurture is number 4. No matter what is going on in your being, it is vital to nourish and nurture yourself. This may mean learning how to listen to your needs. This card is asking you to balance the attention you give to the people and situations around you with the attention you give to yourself. This balance will help you make healthier choices for yourself. Do something daily that is just for you. The way you choose to nurture yourself will be unique to you. You may feel the urge to exercise, to take a long bath, to have a massage, or to curl up under your favorite blanket. You might choose to go to sleep at an earlier time. The most important aspect of self-nurturing is giving yourself permission to make healthy choices. Maintaining a daily flow of self-nourishment will help you in many ways. Once a nurturing practice is in place, your energy levels will be higher and more consistent. This will lead to better decision making. A merangel hugs herself. Her posture indicates the need to strengthen the relationship with self. Her wings encourage you to assess your environment and find the information that will best support you. Try to place your own well-being at the forefront of your life. Make decisions in accordance with your personal needs. Nurture yourself to address the depletion you might be feeling. This card suggests you have been pushing yourself and need some self-care. Yeah. And I think what also stood out to me about that card, and specifically what I read, taking care of yourself and others. Some of you may be putting other people's needs and grief above your own. And I'm going to just use myself as an example. When my grandmother passed when I was 17, so it's been 10 years, I'm 27, I'm about to go through my Saturn return. I remember it was specifically at her funeral, and this is something I've always remembered, and it's always stuck with me. We were all grieving, especially the main family, because my grandma, she was the rock, man. Like, she was the heart of our family. She was the glue that kept us all together. And I remember we were all at her funeral, and I was trying my best to, like, you know, hold it in and function. When she passed, I was not okay. And I remember at the funeral, there was one family member that came to me, and they told me I had to be strong for my mom. They didn't offer condolences. They didn't try to be there for me. They were just like, you have to be strong for your mom. And that stuck with me. And my mom wasn't in a good place because she had just lost her mother, and they were super close. And my grandma had been sick for some time, but that always stuck with me. That I was told during my time of grief to be strong for someone else, like it wasn't impacting me. I don't think they had any ill will or ill intention, but that's how it came off to me. I can't grieve right now. I have to be strong for someone else. Grief. Let it out, because you're not going to be able to not forward it. You're not going to be able to move, I don't want to say past it, because you're never really truly over grief, but you're not going to be able to return to normalcy if you don't allow yourself to grieve and you focus on everyone else but you. Set some boundaries with people. And they're just saying everyone doesn't need to know what's going on in your life with this boundaries card. I even have to set boundaries with people. One specific instance recently, I know my mom visited me recently, and she found a notebook of mine that was just laying around. And she went to go open it. And I said, no, that's my journal. You can't read what's in there. And she kind of looked at me like, why not? And I'm like, because that's private. That's personal. That's my, everything in my head goes into my journal. She can't just read that. And then she put it down. So set boundaries with people. Setting boundaries with people. If people have an issue with you setting boundaries and the boundaries you have, that's a personal issue, and they need to figure out why they don't feel comfortable with that. Because those that are meant to be in your life will respect your boundaries, and they will understand. Everyone should have boundaries, even with the people that you're closest to. But the mental fog for this group, Ace of Swords and Brielle, the mental fog will be clearing. You won't always feel this way, is what they're saying. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for this group. And I feel like I really need to specify that, because right now you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. There's no light. How can things get better? They will, and I'm speaking from experience. Even this year, I had 2 family members pass a couple weeks within each other. Like one person passed, and then 2 weeks later, another person passed. Things get easier. Of course, you're going to have your days where things aren't easy, and you're going to cry, and you need to let it out, and do so. But I want to let you know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, that things will get easier, and it will not always feel this way. Alright, that was my reading for my number ones. If you made it here, can you leave a green heart in the comments down below, or let me know if it resonated with you. With that being said, I'm praying for you. Things will get better, trust me. And you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye. So, for those of you that chose pile number 2, you chose this beautiful sunstone, which is like my favorite crystal. This is going to be the reading for you. Give me some time to lay out all the cards, and then we will weave our story. We have Barbielle, the angel of compassion. Says, metamorphosis, shift in consciousness, peaceful change, light codes, transform. I aid ascension through transformational soul healing in alignment with your highest purpose. We have meditation. We have unexpected. We have mental repetition. We have the 10 of Cups. Sorry if you hear my dog in the background. I'm starting to record on the floor. I got even like a little floor table, because for some reason I just feel more grounded on the floor. So I apologize if you hear her in the background. We have the Page of Wands. We have the 2 of Cups. We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. And we have lifting the veil. Questioning everything. Anything in a line must go. And that space is bothering me, so I'm going to shuffle early. Your therapist card. I just like these cards a lot for like little gentle reminders for their pets. Just give me one comforting message that how to needs, angels, guides, spirit. They gave me like 5. I'm going to just choose one randomly. You are doing enough. It's going to be okay. Much better. With this group, the specific thing for you all, there is going to be hope and love. because the Two of Cups is really standing out to me along with the Page of Wands. There's going to be opportunities for love, especially with the Angel of Compassion. I feel like for a lot of you right now, you're on a deep self-love healing journey. A lot of you are in or are leaving bad relationships, toxic relationships. I'm even hearing some of you toxic even to the point of marriages. You're choosing to leave that behind because you know you are worthy of more. And if you don't know, you're about to know that you are worthy of more than just the toxicity that you've been exposed to and what you're currently used to. You're undergoing a metamorphosis, excuse me. And you're getting ready for things to be different. Meditation and mental repetition. With these two in particular, I think what would be very beneficial for you right now is loving kindness meditations, self-love meditations, as well as self-love affirmations. There is a huge emphasis of self-love, and it just keeps coming through. Because the more you love yourself, the more you open yourself up to pure love. Because the Ten of Cups, they want you to be happy. You know, all of our guides, our angels, our ancestors, God, divine, universe, all of them are conspiring for your happiness and want you to be happy. The reason why some people aren't happy in life is because of this funny thing we like to call free will. So yes, everything, you know, we have all of these agents and guides and this huge team that is rooting for us, and, you know, they are waiting for us to open ourselves up and believe in the happiness and the joy in life. But because of this thing called free will, sometimes we strut off the path a little bit. And that's perfectly okay. Sometimes you have to be with someone to grow a certain way, to realize your worth. You know, it's not always... I feel like in the spiritual community, it's very easy to say love and light and just go about your day. Life isn't all about love and light. Life isn't always rainbows and sunshine and butterflies and whatever else is represented happiness. We go through dark times. We go through hard times. We go through challenging times. We go through trials and tribulations. All of those things still happen. But everything, and I know people hate hearing it, but it is so true. Everything happens for a reason. It does. This partnership is showing you, partnership or former partnership, depending on where you're at, but it's showing you what it is you don't want in your future. Anything unaligned must go. Anything that's not in alignment with your happiness, with your peace, with your zen, get rid of it. Oh, but I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. So, if he's not making you happy, or she or they, if your partner isn't making you happy and they're making your life harder, the time that you've spent with them doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're not happy, babe. It doesn't. Life is too short to spend it around, this is platonic, familiar, or what's the word I'm looking for? Romantic, thank you. It doesn't matter if it's familiar, platonic, or romantic. If they are not bringing you peace, let them go. It's funny because little backstory. I am the only child on my mother's side, but I am the 8th child on my father's side. Yes, the 8th. I'm the baby. And he's not in any of our lives. And I remember talking to my mom, like, you know, I just wonder how things would have been if he was there. You know, if he was in my life. And funny enough, after that, one of my sisters reached out to me, and we've been connecting with each other. And she's like, yeah, you know, I reached out to our donor, because that's what we call him. We don't refer to him as dad, because you're not a dad. But she said she reached out, and he had such a childish and just a childish response. And then I was just like, huh, it's best that some people aren't in my life, you know? So if somebody isn't in alignment with your peace and your joy, remove them from your life, because 10 of Cups, someone is waiting to come in. Someone is waiting to come into your life. And they're going to brighten your life. They're going to fill it with joy, with love, with compassion. And while you're waiting on them to come, focus on loving yourself. Date yourself. There is a video, I haven't watched it yet, by Kloee Taylor. I love her. If I remember, I'll leave a link to it. Maybe I should watch the video first, but I feel like it's fine. I'll just leave a link to it below. I'll watch it after I'm done with this, before I upload it. But she talks about how dating sucks. At least that's what the title says. Dating sucks. Date yourself. Treat yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Realize that you are worthy of the best treatment, and the best treatment will come. I've been working a lot lately with limiting beliefs. And I feel like I'm finally getting to a place where I understand how to overcome those limiting beliefs. I'm so sorry, guys. I just burped so many times. I don't know where all that gas came from. But I feel like I'm finally starting to understand, like, shifting and getting out of limiting beliefs and scripting and all these different things. But it took a lot of mental repetition. It took a lot of meditation. And it took some unexpected blessings for me to finally get everything. Put things in perspective. That person you're currently crying over, or about to be crying over, you know, they, in the grand scheme of things, you know, they showed you some lessons and everything. But in the grand scheme of things, they don't matter. In high school, it was this dude I was really stuck on. I'm currently married to the love of my life. Do you think that dude really matters? At the time he did, but in the grand scheme of things, not really. He showed me what I was looking for in a partner, what I was avoiding, and, you know, things of that nature. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, he was minor. So it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful initially. But once you find your true love, because that's what I'm getting with this group, true love, especially, like, I'm not talking about just some fling. This is like your life partner. I don't want to use the term twin flame. I don't like using that, but think of them as your soulmate, or at least one of your soulmates, because I believe we have a lot of well, not a lot. I'm pretty sure I have like 3 soulmates. One's romantic, one is platonic, and the other one is familial. But yeah, when you find your soulmate, they're not going to really, your previous person, the person you're dealing with now, they're not really going to matter. You are doing enough. It's going to be okay. The self-work and self-love rituals that you'll be doing is going to be enough to heal from this toxic relationship. And your guides and your angels specifically want you to know, Barbielle, it's going to be okay. You know, when you're going through it and times are hard, at the time, things, I'll be honest, they don't feel like they're going to be okay. But if it's one thing I've learned through life and everything that I've experienced, at the end of the day, as long as you're alive and breathing, everything is going to be okay. So, that was the reading for my pile number 2s, those of you that chose the Sunstone. If you made it this far, can you leave a dolphin in the comments down below? Or leave a comment letting me know if it resonated, because that helps me let me know so that my messages are getting to the right people. If you would like to see more from me, please go ahead, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye. Okay, if you chose pile number 3, or I believe this is the, it's so small, blood jasper. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. Blood jasper. This is going to be the reading for you. So just give me a moment to get all of the cards out and then we'll get started. We have Raguel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Keeper of the Akashic Records, balance, peace, meditating according to plan, divine order, secret knowledge, and research. It says, I bring balance, order, and justice to those who ask and who desire to follow God's plan for their lives. We have the Four of Swords. The Emperor. The Fool. If it wants to focus. Okay, that's a little weird, but I'm not going to fight it. The Hanged Man. Just going to slide that right there. The Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. You got the Love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Intention. Transform. And listen to your body. With this group particular, there's a huge emphasis on slowing down. With the Emperor, I feel like a lot of you, how do I want to word this? A lot of you are very type A personality. You're a go-getter. You are very, very, I don't want to say in your face energy, but like once you put your mind to something, nothing can stop you from it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. But with the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Hanged Man, they want you to take a step back. You are burning yourself out. And I like, as soon as I said that, you guys saw that, right? The candle wax just fell off when I said you're burning yourself out. Wow, talk about timing. But you're burning yourself out. Listen to your body. Your body is trying to tell you, like, yo, I need a break. Sometimes I feel like you guys move just to be moving. You do stuff just to do stuff. And you don't know how to sit still. You don't know how to rest. And there's no judgment coming from me because I used to be the same way. Like, I remember, like, on the weekends, I had to be doing something. I couldn't just, like, do nothing and just, like, rest. I couldn't do it. I had to be on the go. And that's the energy I'm getting from you guys. But they want you to rest with intention to restore your energy, with intention to focus on your mental health, to just be, to learn how to be in stillness. Especially some people, I know this is an angel message, but man, the ancestors always come through. Especially if your ancestors did not have the ability to rest with intention, or the ability to rest at all. They want you to transform from this go-getter. Again, there's nothing wrong with being a go-getter, but they want you to learn how to find ease and stillness and peace in life. I'm hearing from some of you, it's going to be very specific. Drop that second job. You don't need it. You will be taken care of without it. I do the void. Stop, embrace winter. What happens during winter if we look at nature? Things slow down. Things go rest. They hibernate. If you are in America watching this, and I brought up Kloee Taylor in the last reading. I'm going to bring her up in this reading because she's just great. She has a video on how to embrace the winter. I'll leave it linked below. That's like the second thing I need a link of hers. But she has a video on how to embrace winter. And one of the things to do is to slow down. You know, in other countries that have longer winter seasons than we do, they don't have this go, 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 go energy. Again, nothing wrong with it, but it is not natural to have that energy in the winter. It goes against nature. And that's one thing why so many people struggle. And, you know, also the sad seasonal affective disorder. But we struggle because we are meant to live a certain way at certain times, and we do not have the option to do so. They want you to do that when you can. Rest on the weekends. Cut out some plans. Take it easy. Plan and set intentions to rest with ease. With the Hanged Man, a lot of you are also very controlling. I'm getting some heavy Virgo energy here, perfectionist energy. They want you to learn how to go with the flow more. They want you to learn how to just move with life and not always try to dictate how life will go, because that's going to stress you out. When I think about my life and I reflect over everything, all the expectations I have had, they never go how it's supposed to go. Like my life never goes in the direction like I expect it to go. Usually it's better. So that's the good news. Usually when you're expecting life to go one way and it goes the other way, it's usually better. That's at least the case for me. But that needs to be the case for you. You can't plan everything. You can't. It's impossible. And you're also blocking your blessings by trying to plan everything and not allowing things to just flow as they should. I do want to read You Got the Love really quickly. If I can find where I put the book. There it is. You Got the Love. 128. Alright. The Hardarians are believed to be beacons of pure divine unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they find it hard to have boundaried, independent, healthy relationships because they only see unconditional love of nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. I'm just going to read this a little bit. So I know this is talking about relationships, but if I'm applying it to this group, you need to learn how to set boundaries with work. A lot of you may be in management positions or things of that nature, so things are a little difficult for you. But you need to learn how to set boundaries with work, how to tell people no, how to tell people, you know, I'm done, I'm unavailable. Like, I'm hearing that some of you may be getting like emails, like work emails on the weekend, and people are actually expecting a response. That is insane to me. I think it will be very, very beneficial if you were, like, I just got a new position at my job. And although we have our manager, we also have our team lead that can assist us when she is not there. That will be very beneficial for you. Having a team lead who can handle things when you are not there, when you should not be there, or when you simply cannot be there because you will not be able to be there all the time because life happens, and that's perfectly okay. but balance is coming into your life. You're learning how to balance your go-getter mood with stillness, with rest with intention of restoration. So to end this off, I just want to get a quick little reading, a therapy card. I love these cards, even though they're super hard to shovel because they're huge. But just a little comforting reminder. That's 2. Do I want both? No, I'm going to shuffle some more. 1 card, Spirit, please. Angels, ancestors, guides, specifically angels. One card, please. What they need to know, what they need to hear. That's 3. I am going to take the one at the bottom. Okay, that doesn't seem like it applies either. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Your struggle is not an indication of failure. A lot of you may have this go-getter attitude and be on the go, 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 or like, I have to do this, I have to be available at all times. Because in the past, I feel like some of you may not have been there for a particular thing and impacted a situation or scenario that you were trying to achieve. And here's what I'm going to tell you. What is meant for you will always be meant for you, no matter what happens. So if something didn't work out, it doesn't mean you failed. It doesn't mean you gave up. It doesn't mean any of that. It just simply wasn't meant to be. But what is destined for you will always be for you, and nothing can stop it. Okay. And that was the reading for my pile number 3s. Those of you who chose the Blood Jasper. If you made it this far, go ahead and leave a little owl in the comments down below. If you would like to see more from me, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. I know I haven't been the best with being consistent, but that is something I do plan on being consistent with. With that being said, you have a wonderful day and have a blessed life. Bye.